Hey, yo, Mike, check 1, 2, 1, 2. It's definitely going down in a major way. Y'all know how we do it, man. This is that one and only, that guy they call X to the P. And we're here on a special occasion, something that's very dear to me. You know, anytime I'm here representing someone that has went out and fought for the right for me to be able to be on the radio, on the air, just to share a little bit about what I'm doing, I'm always grateful to have them in my presence. So, again, we're here with the HIP Foundation. That stands for Healing is Power. And I'm here with Miss Yolanda. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing wonderful, and it's an honor to have you on the line to share some information about this wonderful foundation that you started. If you could, just tell the people out there a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to start this foundation.
It started when I retired from the military. I had a stroke in the military followed by an abuse, and I just took the pain and the misery that I was dealing with and then turned it into something positive. So I created the programs that wasn't available for me when I got out.
Okay. So, you know, being a part of the military, they always say everything is so top secret. So do you feel like, you know, when something like that happens to someone, there's really no way you can kind of express yourself or go to somebody about this situation?
You're absolutely right. A lot of us that suffered through it, you know, we were afraid of the repercussions, you know, losing our jobs, you know, just being pointed at the person that's just lying or something to that magnitude. So there's no one that we can really go to talk to that really will believe it because, it's the government. So you have to have a lot of proof. And a lot of times, the women and men that are abused while serving in the military, they don't have proof. It's just, hearsay. So it's kind of hard for anybody to get convicted or anything, or for anybody to believe them because it's just he say, she say. But in my situation, it's been documented, so I'm able to talk about it. I'm able to express myself more. And it's not about bashing the military or the government. It's just about, bringing more awareness to the fact that it is happening and that something needs to be done about it.
Okay. Kind of walk us through the process. Let's say I come in to your office or happen to catch you when your organization is out on tour, and we're going to get into that in just a little bit. But what are some of the processes or some of the services that entail? If I was to come in and say, hey, I've been having some issues mentally, I've been going through some things, what are some of the steps or things y'all do to help people?
Well, we're just launching now, so I just do a lot of talking to different people. We really haven't opened up the offices yet until after the launch on August the 3rd. But I've been having a lot of followers and a lot of women and men coming to me asking me, about the different experiences. What did I do? Because I can't tell you what everybody else would do. I can only tell you what I did and how I got through my situation. So I help a lot of people by just telling them my story. And with all the things that I've been through, it gives them enough energy and enough, hope to get through theirs. But when HIP Foundation doors open, we have a psychiatrist that will be in here in the office maybe twice a month to talk to, people. Right now, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't diagnose anybody. But anybody that comes to the office, basically it's like resources. I'll be, partner up with different companies, different psychiatrists, different relationships, so I can send the people where they need to be if I can't help them myself in my office.
Okay. Let's talk about the I Am Still Beautiful tour that you have.
The I Am Still Beautiful campaign is we're going around to the different cities. The goal for the Am I Still Beautiful is 1 million stories, 1 million faces. So we have a goal to talk to 1 million people and to get 1 million pictures, to put them together to make a diary so that other people that may not have had a chance to experience the I Am Still Beautiful campaign can go and read. And, because, reading, we do a lot of reading. And reading is good for, some people it makes them comfortable. It soothes their mind or whatever. So it'll just be out there on paper because not everybody's going to get a chance to see me, and I'm not going to get a chance to reach everybody. So they can go to a bookstore, Amazon, whoever, to get the book, and they can just read the stories on their own. So basically, this is about the inner, the inner healing because, we look pretty on the outside because we make ourselves like that. But my goal is to make people feel beautiful on the inside.
Right. And this is definitely something that's needed at a time. You know, you being someone that served in the military, how did you feel when you served your country under the idea or the notion that you're here to protect our freedom, but you wake up every morning on the news and you see yet another life has been, you know, taken or been murdered allegedly at the hands of people that's somewhat, I'm not going to say all the way similar to your field, but I would assume police officers' job is to serve and protect, just like, you know, the military's job is to serve and protect our country. How do you feel about that when you wake up and you see that? Like, it's becoming every day now. We're seeing a new case.
It's sad. It's very sad. My feelings, I mean, nobody wants to wake up and see, you know, people dying. You know, we don't know the whole full story of all of these situations, but at the end of the day, people's lives are being taken no matter what the situation is. It's bad enough we hear about the soldiers dying, you know, when they go to war, but it's kind of scarier when you're out in the civilian world and people are dying from the hands of people that's supposed to be protecting us as well. They're not in the military, but they're in the business and in the police department to protect us as well. So it's sad. It's scary. It makes you feel like for me, it makes me feel like I'm in a war zone again. Even though I'm out of the military, I'm still living in a war zone because the world is like that now. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's sad. It's very sad.
It is, and that's why I believe your foundation is so important, because people need somewhere where they can go and talk about things where it's unbiased, where it's just like, okay, I'm here just to listen. So I'm encouraging everybody to check out www.thehipfoundation.com. I think this is something that's needed more than ever. I'm going to keep saying this to all my fans out there because I want y'all to definitely check this out. And tell people how they can support if they want to get involved. Somebody might say, hey, I'm a mental health therapist and I might want to, you know, donate my services to the cause. How can they, you know, be a part?
Well, they could go to the website, www.thehipfoundation.com, for volunteering. They can look at the Mimi Agency, the MimiAgency.com. They can go to @HipFoundation. At info, hipfoundation.com. And they could go to the Hip Found on IG, on Instagram.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the launch. Let's kind of go back and let everybody know when everything is kicking off.
The launch is August the 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia. And to get more information, you can go to the MimiAgency.com. You can go to www.hipfoundation.com and the Hip Found at IG.
All righty, fans. Y'all heard it first, man. It goes down August the 3rd. If you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you definitely check it out. Or you can go to the hipfoundation.com. Again, everybody, with everything that's going on, you definitely need to take advantage of this situation, because you got to know that you're still beautiful. You got to know that your life still matters. And you have to be able to kind of have somewhere where you can express yourself. So, again, I thank you for calling in. Again, the fans, that's the hipfoundation.com. I am that boy XP. And you know, if I say it, I believe in it. So tune in next time. We out of here. Peace.